Alright everyone, here is another video lesson for your second sessions. As you can see the contents of the lesson here, we will focus on the vocabularies, the module conversation, and the grammar. So you know what the lesson is, right? So this is the lesson 3 on your blueprint books, which is on page 68. So we focus only three main things as mentioned: vocabulary, model conversation, and grammar. Because for the first session, we have a long video lesson about the reading tips. So I would like to make sure the second video lesson is a little bit short to make sure you are not going to boring with this lesson. So the lesson today is the lesson 3 on page 68. We will learn about this conversation. These people, they are going to talk about their type of food. So the important concept to understand before we learn this lesson, you need to understand the title of this lesson 3, vegetarians. So vegetarians mean a person who does not eat any meat. Vegetarians can also be an adjective. So the word vegetarian refers to a people who is not eating meat, but you can use it as an adjective. So these are a short conversation between Miles and Julius. When you listen to this conversation, you can see the vocabulary here, which are printed in a little bit black fonts, or they bold this vocabularies, because these are the vocabulary that are very important to all of you to understand. But as we look at all of these words, these some words are very easy. For example, the word risk, the word disease, so on and so forth, or the word beans right here. These words are pretty easy for you to understand. However, if you look at the word cancer, look at the word recipe, look at the word blends, all of these words are totally new for all of you in the context of these topics, which is about healthy habits. So to understand all of these words, let's look at the word list right here. So these are 5 difficult words. I believe you may need more explanations regarding to the meaning. So the first word, which is steaks, and cancer, blends, and this one is spices. So spices, recipe. So let's look at the word cancer, which is the first word right here. And this definition was taken from the Wikipedia page. So this is a medical condition which refers to the state of your health, and it has a negative meaning. When some people has cancer, it is bad, right? Why we say cancer is bad? Because cancer is a group of disease involving abnormal self-growth with the potential to invade or spread to another part of the body. These contrast with Beggin's tumor, so these are more technical, but I would like to focus on this first meaning right here. So cancer is a group of disease because it has abnormal self-growth. In your body, there's a lot of organs and cells in your body, but when you have cancer, which means any particular cell in your body grows differently, and it is dangerous because it will invade or spreads to another part of the body. Some cancer can be cured through a surgeries to remove all those tumor, but some cancer or most cancer are very serious that cannot be cured. So you need to be protective, you need to be careful to prevent cancers. And another vocabulary, which is bland, actually we call it bland diet. So bland diet is referred to some food that is easily digested, that not irritate our digestive system. When you eat those bland diet, your body or your system easily digests the food. So all of those food, for example, let's say fruit, meal, breads, rye, all of those food are called blended diets. So to avoid those bad food, beside blended diet, we have seasoned food, raw fruit, and so this one is varieties, alcohol, and soda. So these food are not really healthy. It's the opposite of the word blend diets. Mostly blend diet, they recommend it for patients who ulcer or colics and other digestive disease. So these are the disease which are beyond my comprehension. I'm not a medical student, so it's a little bit hard to understand all of these conditions. But the meaning here is blend diet refer to a diet that is easily digested. All right, this one is spice. So when we talk about spice, it's referred to a seed, fruit, root, or bark, or other plant substance used for flavoring or coloring food. So in Indians, they like to use spicy food or the red food like curry or something like that. So they use these species to add a flavor and color to their fruit. So all of these we call species. This word is called the recipe. So in short, a recipe is the instruction that describe how to prepare or make something. Especially it refers to a dish of prepared food. Last but not least, it is steaks. It's different from the word meat. So steak is a meat that generally slide across the muscle or fiber, potentially including a bone. It is normally grilled, though can also be pan-fried. So it can cook differently. And actually, steak is not a blend diet. Alright, so after you after you see some of those keywords, let's listen to all of this conversation to understand what are they talking about.
Track 38. Hey, Julia, would you like a steak? They're almost ready.
Actually, I brought some vegetables to grill. I'm a vegetarian.
Really? Wow. Was it hard to stop eating meat?
It was at first, but it's been 2 years, and I've never felt better.
That's good, but I read an article recently. It said that people need meat to get enough protein and a certain vitamin. I forget which one.
It's vitamin B12. Well, there's protein in eggs and beans, so I eat those a lot. And eggs have vitamin B12 too.
I see. Why did you stop eating meat, if you don't mind my asking?
At first it was for weight loss. Then my doctor told me vegetarians have less risk of heart disease and cancer.
Well, I still can't live without meat. Steak is so delicious, and vegetables are so bland.
They're not if you know how to cook them. You just need the right spices and recipes.
Okay, so that's it for this conversation. After you learn this lesson, you already understand why some people do not eat meat because they are vegetarians. Alright, so after this conversation, let's move on to our last agenda, which is the grammar lesson. So in this lesson, we look upon the reported speech lesson that we have studied from the previous video. And this lesson, we focus on the reported speech with that clause. Actually, it's very easy and very simple because you have already learned the structure on how to transform the direct speech into the reported speech. So in this video lesson, we only focus on the structure that we can use the past statement that are still true. So in this case, we use this structure, which is subject plus said plus clause, or subject plus told plus object plus that clause. So the word said and the word told, we have already learned to distinguish when to use. said and when to use told, right? So when we use said, there's no object right here. You said something to somebody. But when you said told, you need to include the object. You told somebody about something. So if you look at the example here, vegetables are so bland, he said. So this is the direct speech or the original speech. So to report this statement, you can say he said that vegetables are bland. You shouldn't eat before dinner. Mom said to me, right? So mom told me that I shouldn't eat before dinner. All right, so these are only about the structure. So to see how much you understand about the structure, we have another exercise practice. So in this exercise practice, you need to read all these past statements, and one word is missing or incorrect. So you should try to underline the mistake, then write the correct word or the missing word. So as you can see right here, there are 5 sentences. So let's start with the first sentence. The doctor said me that I should eat more vegetables. So actually, we use the word said plus that clause, not the object. So actually, there is no me right here. Number 2, she's saying that you don't get enough vitamin C. So in this case, the verb ing, in this case, it is not gerund at all, but actually it's wrong. You need to use the word said, actually. So number 3, I told he shouldn't drink so much alcohol. So actually we need to use that clause. I told, not that clause, but this one is the wrong pronoun because this is the object. You cannot use the subject pronoun. You need to use the object pronoun. So I told him he shouldn't drink so much alcohol. Number 4, the article said that there was protein in bean. So actually this are written in the correct structure, but the problem is with the tense. Actually the information there was a protein in bean. Actually it is true and it is always true. So in this case you cannot use past simple to report this information because the information is true and it is always true. So the correct answer is the article said that there is protein in beans. Number 5, yesterday Sam told me my diet isn't healthy. So we need to use not tell in present tense because this speech was in the past tense. We have the word yesterday. So the answer is yesterday Sam told me my diet isn't healthy. So everyone, that's it for our second video lesson today, and I hope to see you later in another video lesson. So everyone, goodbye.